can put Bitcoin mining anywhere, maximizing the tremendous wealth that you have already here by filling in any gaps that aren't being used so that you can use what you already have to its fullest potential.
Hey folks, Flo here with Blockchain North at the CBC's Alberta Trade Mission in beautiful Calgary. I'm here with Kristine from the Texas Blockchain Council. So in a sense, the CBC of Texas, is that correct?
That's right, the TBC to your CBC.
Oh wow, look at that, we're rhyming now. More seriously, what brings you here?
Well, this is my third time here at this event. I wouldn't miss it. I'm always so impressed by the event that Kalea puts on and also the honor of being before your premier. She's absolutely amazing, and just being in the room for the conversations, which is really going to shape the future of Canada and Alberta moving forward. It's just such an honor, and I wouldn't miss it.
Well, that's awesome to hear. And your premier, or your governor, Greg Abbott, is pretty amazing as well, as it pertains to blockchain in particular.
Yes.
So we were talking about Bitcoin infrastructure just before we started recording, and I'm wondering, in Canada right now we hear a lot from our current government, or the Carney government, that they want to build in Canada, and of course everybody likes to hear that. Right. Sounds a bit like drill. But in any case, what's missing in that narrative is often the digital side of things.
Yes.
It's great to build pipelines, we need them, and roads and hospitals and so forth. But can you speak a little bit to the importance of Bitcoin infrastructure to the future economy?
Absolutely. So build requires funding. It costs money to continue to build out infrastructure. And so you have to figure out ways to maximize the potential of those investments. And so the beauty of Bitcoin mining, especially even in contrast to AI data centers, is that you can put Bitcoin mining anywhere. So you can, as Ben Harper likes to say, sell your power on the internet in places, for instance, stranded gas perhaps, that wouldn't have another market, wouldn't have another taker. And so basically you're just maximizing the tremendous wealth that you have already here by filling in any gaps that aren't being used so that you can use what you already have to its fullest potential and then provide more funds to continue to build out.
I love that. And by the way, it's Ben Harper from Luxor, I think, not Ben Harper the singer, the American singer, who I like quite a bit.
That's right.
In any way, I think one of his songs is about fire or something. So it kind of work with energy and mining. More seriously, how do you see the future collaboration between the U.S. and Canada in the Bitcoin and crypto space?
Well, again, your premiere has been amazing, and just the way that she listens. And I had the privilege of being a part of the conversation yesterday about potential Bitcoin strategic reserves and just thinking together. And so I'm happy to share what we're doing in the US, but obviously Canada is going to have its own unique position and stance on it. But there's such a synergy when we collaborate like this. We learn from you and you learn from us, and together we amplify each other's message. And I really do think of Alberta as our brothers and sisters. I mean, Texas and Alberta are so similar in so many ways. Same ethos, same energy abundance, and same freedom-loving sentiment. And so it's just, I never know what's going to happen at these events, but it always amazes me just how alike we are, but also how much when we work together, just the synergy of that and the things that grow from it.
I agree completely, of course. Naturally, it's very human what you just said, and we appreciate to hear it, especially in those kind of terms, where we're friends and partners and neighbors.
Yes.
As you can imagine, that feels good to hear. What I wanted to ask you is, so the Genius Act was passed in the U.S., passed the two houses.
Yes.
And that is, momentous for blockchain in general, for crypto,
yes.
And of course, in particular for stablecoins. And here in Canada, unfortunately, we don't have that level of reform yet.
Right.
We're praying for it. And maybe Alberta can kind of lead the way a little bit, within Canada. But could you speak a little bit to, what that means for the U.S. and kind of how you, as an association, look at at that, development and its potential impact?
Absolutely, and I'll just speak on my behalf. I don't have an official position with the TBC, but the stablecoin issue is very unique in the United States because the current administration has prioritized bringing down interest rates. And so stablecoins that are back to the dollar, they are in the part of the regulation is they're going to need to buy treasuries in order to be able to, if they need to sell a bunch of stable coins at once, they've got something liquid. But what that does is as Bitcoin's value goes up, then the demand for stable coins goes up. And so I suspect, and this is just me speaking, I think that the end goal in the U.S. with the stable coins, it's another way of offering access to the stability of the dollar. So let's say if you're in Africa, right? The dollar we're all suffering from inflation, but because the dollar is so universally received, it doesn't, other currencies deflate more quickly.
The U.S. is also a much larger economy.
Yes, and so it gives everybody access to that stability. So if they want to save some of their money in U.S. dollars, they're able to do it in stablecoins. But Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was saying the other day that he envisions stablecoins to have a $3 trillion market cap, and traditionally stablecoins are usually like a third to a half of the Bitcoin market cap.
Right.
So if that is their goal, is to have that kind of market for stable coins, and again, it helps with the Trump administration's goals to try to bring down interest rates, because as everybody's buying buying treasuries, then the interest rates go down.
Yeah.
But it basically is going to require Bitcoin to go up quite a bit in order to hit that market cap. Bitcoin or maybe just the broader crypto community. So I do know that the president has already issued an executive order allowing the Treasury Secretary and the Commerce Secretary to get as much Bitcoin as they can behind the scenes without using taxpayer money. But they haven't made a huge announcement yet. Oh, we just bought however much billions of dollars of Bitcoin. I suspect they want the stablecoin rails ready, and then they start telegraphing that this is our position.
That's almost a breaking news, Kristine. I know you're speaking on your behalf, but that is, if you're right.
That's just, I'm paying attention, and I think that's what's happening. But so we'll see. But
any news from Texas in particular? Bullish for the market.
Yes,
Okay,
Texas just passed a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill, so we're the first state to allocate money to buy Bitcoin. So it'll be $10 million to start with, which is about 27 cents per Texan, or 23. But that's just the beginning, and we hope to buy more.
Very exciting. Well, welcome to Canada. Welcome back, I suppose, and come back again.
Thank you
All
so
right?
much.
Thank you, Kristine.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to speak with you.